Chapter 1884. Alex's strength is very abnormal. If he is at home, finding his door with his son is equivalent to sending himself to death. Thinking of this, Michael couldn't help gritting his teeth. Mom, I don't need to trouble her today, but in any case, I can't let Elaine wear those green hats for the new year. Mrs. Richards said disdainfully, if she likes to hang them, let her hang them. Now for our family, what counts for the face? Money is the most real thing. Michael said angrily, then I can't bear Elaine be at start forever, right? When is this the f***ing stop? Harold said with a black face at this time. Dad, didn't you always say that you want to find a chance to engage in a wave of Elaine? If you want me to say, we want to do it as soon as possible. It's best to do it before the new year. Let Alex's family have a miserable year. If this happens, Mr. Fury will also be able to explain it. Otherwise, if we never start with their family, Mr. Fury will soon lose patience with us. Michael's expression froze, and he blurted out, yes. Stinky Elaine had a plaster on her leg before, and she stayed at home all day long and didn't go out. We didn't have a chance to fix her, but I think she seems to have the plaster removed now. Now, she has to prepare for the new year in the next 2 days. In my opinion, Elaine will definitely go out. It is better to find a chance to provoke her and let her learn a lot. After that, he looked at Mrs. Richard again and asked, Mom, what do you think? Mrs. Richard pondered for a moment and nodded. We really have to teach Elaine a lesson. At least we have to cause a little trouble for Alex's family, otherwise Fury is not going to feel comfortable. Later, Mrs. Richard remembered something and said excitedly, Fury will just come to Orris Hill tomorrow to inspect a few projects. It is estimated that he will spend the night in Orris Hill. When Michael heard this, he quickly agreed, Mom, isn't this a good opportunity to give back to Mr. Fury? Why did he let us live in this villa and return it to our Richard group to invest? To put it bluntly, not just to let us be under the nose of Alex's family and discuss them? If we take the money and never do anything, if Mr. Fury comes to blame someday, we'll be in bad luck. Mrs. Richard hummed, and said, if you do it, then figure out how to do this. I only ask for one thing. Don't kill anyone, otherwise Fury may not be able to keep us. Michael nodded and sneered, don't worry, Mom, I planned it a long time ago. I'm going to tie Elaine and take some unsightly photos of her. It's best to find someone to get her pregnant and let that family feel the shame. Mrs. Richard frowned and said, Michael, I have no objection if you find someone to do it, but you should never do it yourself. Michael nodded and said, don't worry, Mom, I know it. Harold on the side hurriedly asked, Dad, are you planning to start tomorrow? Yes. Michael grinned and said, tie her up tomorrow, and then wait for a show for President Whale tonight. Harold said hurriedly, Dad, I used to know some friends, they were pretty reliable, and I can ask them to help. Michael smiled and said, okay. You go find a few young and strong people, and then find a van. I have a buddy who has a vacant warehouse in the suburbs, and then I will get Elaine there. Olivia on the side asked, Dad, what if Elaine doesn't go out tomorrow? Harold also nodded and said, yes, Dad, what if Elaine doesn't go out? Michael said, if Elaine doesn't go out, let's create an opportunity for her to go out. I have been observing her daily trajectory these days. Don't worry, I have a way to get her out of home by herself.